everyone, it's Queen of Light 1111 here with a bonus twin flame energy check-in. I wanted to give you guys just another quick check-in tonight since the veil is thin on Halloween, okay? And so I went ahead and checked out the Divine Masculine and Feminine's head, heart, 3D space. I did the future and the current energies. 3D messages for this reading here, and then just two cards each from the Lenormand, which is like my new favorite deck, the Gilded Reverie Lenormand. I love this deck, and so I feel like it's super direct, and it just gives you the messages without a whole lot of room for interpretation and suggestion. So I really got two messages for each side, not messages, but two cards for each side that really drive home what they are wanting in this relationship from each other, or what this person, what the masculine really wants, what the feminine really wants, this drive home message. So bottom of the deck for the Divine Masculine is the Five of Cups, okay? You know, he was in, I forget what he was in earlier, Four of Swords. He was in the Four of Swords energy earlier, which was the withdrawal, right? Withdrawing from the relationship. And I still do see that, you know, there is a little bit of challenge still with him. In his 3D message, it does confirm withdrawal. It does also share why he's withdrawing. But this Five of Cups, the Five of Cups is about regret. It's about sadness. It's about loss. It's about a review of his past behaviors. And so, you know, he's kind of like, it's a little bit of a victim mentality too, right? And so he's very much in this space where he is, you know, just very disappointed. He's just not happy, and he's not happy with himself. He's not happy with the way things are not working out with his feminine, and he's just really regretful. He's feeling lost at this time. So now the Divine Feminine is the King of Pentacles energy, okay? The reading right before this, she was in the Hermit's energy, which was Virgo, okay? And so this is the King of Pentacles, Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So I really feel like she's embodying this King of Pentacles energy, okay? Regardless of gender, this is not about genders, it's about energy. And so I really feel like this is her. She wants to create a stable environment for herself. She wants to feel comfortable. She doesn't want to feel anxious anymore. She wants a stable, solid foundation, one where she can live in peace. So she is the King of Pentacles in this reading today. All right. Here's where we are. Headspace for the Divine Masculine. When the Divine Masculine thinks about his feminine, I think this has a lot to say. First card that flew out, Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is like, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted from this relationship. I'm exhausted from all of the problems that we have been facing. It's just sheer exhaustion, but still, you know, like one last leg in the ring, okay? And I just really feel like, you know, he's wounded, he's exhausted, but he's not ready to give up yet. But we will see that he is going to be giving up at some time. But right now in his headspace, you know, he doesn't want to give up, but this relationship has become so much of a challenge again. That it's just, I'm not sure if it's going to work out at this time. It's probably not the right time because there's a lot of stuff going on. So not to further spoiler alert, but he's wounded, Nine of Wands. It's a very difficult journey. He's in the Knight of Pentacles, which is he slowed this down. You know, he wants to move forward, but very slowly because he is not ready at this time. Due to other things in his life to move this relationship forward. He knows that. So he's wounded. He wants to hang in there, but he just doesn't have it within him right now to give it everything that this relationship requires for complete healing and union. He wants to offer love. I mean, pages, right? He got two pages, Page of Cups, Page of Wands. These are pages. This is not king. This is not knight even. It's just like, I'm trying to give you something little, a little message, a little cup of love. But it's just not going to be enough. This is all he can give at this time, and he knows it. In his headspace, he knows that all he can give you at this time is page energy, a little something. And he knows deep down that that is not enough for you, because you have been on this journey with him and in this wounded energy with him for a long time. But at this point in time, let's be real. All he can give you is small cup of love and a very small message. And he has slowed the bus way down with this Knight of Pentacle energy, because he is just in kind of sheer exhaustion, but determined still. But, we'll see what happens. So now, where is the divine feminine in her headspace? Two of Wands. She's going to make decisions. She's planning. What's the road I'm going to choose, right? Am I going to choose the path away from this relationship, or am I going to choose the path to him, continue to stay on this journey? She doesn't know yet, because she's in conflict. Five of Wands is this tug of war, this battle in her mind about this relationship. Like, I'm not sure I could do this any further. It is shaky ground. He is not giving me what I need, and I need something stable. Bottom of the deck, remember, King of Pentacles. She needs something stable, solid. She needs a king, not a page. I feel like he has reverted to page status, okay? And I don't like that. And so, it was this tower moment that occurred. It just almost feels like it took everything back 10 steps. And so she's kind of deciding, am I going to hang in there, or am I going to move on? Because we are in conflict at this time. There is a battle. And, judgment, she's evaluating. Judgment is about evaluating. Judgment is also about second chances. Judgment is also about renewal, rebirth. And it comes out with the Two of Cups, okay? The Two of Cups came out right after the Judgment card. And in her headspace, she's trying to decide. Remember, should I hang in there? Renewal, rebirth, reunion. But I don't know, because I'm in conflict. We are in conflict. The masculine and I are in conflict. He's not giving me what I need, and I need something stable and strong. I need someone to, be there, help me, be with me to create a stable foundation, a partner. Someone's going to meet me at my king status, queen status. And he just cannot at this time, because he's just got too many things going on. He's juggling a lot of different things, and that's going to come up. So in the heart space, okay, just because it's not working out right now in the head space, again, it doesn't mean that the love is not there. He wants to. In his heart, he wants to make a solid offer. He wants to have a new beginning in this earth. He does. He has love for her. 10 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. He has love for her. He wants her to, remember earlier today, he was 10 of Pentacles. He's 10 of Cups now. She was in the 10 of Cups in her heart space before, but she's shifted since earlier today. And so, he wants to make a solid offer. He wants to love her. He wants to make her happy. But this cycle needs to end. The cycle that they're in of giving each other pain, this wheel of fortune, the wheel needs to turn on this connection to something better. And then the cycle must complete with this World card. Like, he knows that they cannot move forward the way that they have been in the past, because it is exhausting. 9 of Wands. It is exhausting for him. And it's just as challenging for her. So in her space, she's at the 3 of Pentacles in her heart space, okay? She's learned her lessons from the last time, right? This is also about working as a team, and she knows they're not working as a team at this time, but she has learned her individual lesson about this masculine, that, he's just not ready. He's showing behaviors from the past. He's just not ready at this time. She's learned her lesson, and it is creating a little confusion, a little chaos. The 7 of Cups is also about procrastination. And it's like, we've learned, but we're not really doing anything. This relationship is again halted. And so these cards flew out together. And so what I really got from this, 4 of Swords, she's retreating in her heart. 4 of Pentacles, she's guarding her heart. She's not going to share anymore. And Knight of Swords is that, I'm going to start shutting down again, masculine. I'm retreating from my heart. I'm no longer going to share my love until you come forward with some words. It's almost like she's like, okay, fine. Just come to me as a knight, okay? Just come to me as a knight. The page stuff's not going to work. I know you're not king status yet, but at least come to me with a knight. Come to me with your words. Come to me with your thoughts. What is going on? And I just feel like because she's not getting that communication from him, she's confused. It is holding up the relationship. Okay, 3D space. First card, Knight of Cups. He wants to communicate again. I mean, yeah, he comes up as a knight here in the 3D. He wants to communicate his love, but he wants to rush in and communicate his love, okay? Judgment, duplicate card. Judgment is here in her headspace. He does. He wants a second chance too. That's why he wants to rush in. You know, he doesn't want to give up. Remember, he's in the 9 of Wands. He doesn't want to give up. He wants this renewal, but he is also evaluating this relationship at this time because it is taking a lot of effort, a lot of energy, a lot of time. And but the thing is, he may think he's dedicating time and effort and energy, but in her mind and her expectations, he is not. So then he goes into the 10 of Swords, which is like maybe this relationship is just over, okay? 10 of Swords is breakup, loss, endings, okay? And so I wanted to clarify that. And I was like, okay, well, what is over? And it's the moon. The moon came out. So it's like, oh my gosh, again. So is it the end of secrets, end of mystery? And what I got was the Emperor that further clarified that. And I just feel like I got a couple of messages from this is that I do think that, you know, I do think that this retreat, this wounded energy, I do feel like at this time, because we end with the King of Swords, he wants to be the King of Swords, right? Come to you with truth, honesty, integrity. He wants to end this mystery. He wants to end this cycle of not sharing with her. He wants to end it. He wants to be a leader. He wants to be a king. But I just don't feel like at this time that he even knows that he can even be this king, okay? He has a great desire to end this confusion and this relationship as it is today because they are not getting anywhere. And so, you know, he wants to have this new cycle, right? Like complete the cycle of this relationship. You know, even with the Wheel of Fortune and the World, he's got a lot of 10s on his side. He's got 10 of Cups. He's got the Wheel of Fortune, which is a 10. He's got the 10 of Swords. You know, he's got a lot of 10s, and I just really feel like he wants to end the cycle where he is not communicating, not sharing, which, you know, throws his feminine into a tailspin. So now in her 3D space, she has a few cards. She's got the King of Wands. She's like, at least make a decision. Make a decision, choose a road, okay? And I really feel like this also could be her energy too, because remember, and earlier today was the Queen of Wands there. But I really feel like she is the King of Pentacles at this time, okay? And so, you know, this King of Wands is someone who's decisive, ambitious, has direction, and she wants that because right now they're in the Hanged Man's energy. This was in her heart space earlier, and now it's bleeding into the 3D. Their relationship is suspended. The Tower has occurred, and now we have this shakeup in the relationship, okay? It's this relationship. He's got the 10 of Swords in the 3rd position. She got the Tower. So for both of them, this relationship as it is over. It needs to be over because it doesn't work. It doesn't work again because people haven't evolved as much as they have said that they have evolved and grown. And so, you know, people need to show up as the king, be ambitious, have a sense of direction, know where they want to go in this relationship, get out of this hangman's energy, which is this inability to move on, move forward, let go of old situations, people and things. And so she's like, you know, we have to make a decision. This relationship cannot continue. So boom, Tower. Okay, the Tower happened over the weekend. Still in the Tower energy. They're dealing with the aftermath. But what happens is they've both rejected each other. So this is her 3D space. So she's like, I'm rejecting this relationship as it stands today. You've abandoned me. I feel abandoned. I'm going to reject this until we balance the scales, until justice occurs. Okay. Sorry, I know it sounds really like strong, but it just really is. This is so unfortunate that we are here again. Let's go to the 3D messages, and then we'll go to current connective and future. And then the last thing I'm going to do is the Lenormand. So the 3D messages, bottom of the deck, okay, for the oracles is lessons. They're both learning lessons. Remember, Three of Pentacles. She's learned from the last or the several go-arounds that they've had with each other, okay? She is learning. And they're both learning through the process. He has a desire to evolve himself from a knight to a king, okay? And so he's learning a lesson too, maybe a little slower. Bottom of the deck for the tarot is the Ten of Pentacles. Remember, the Ten of Pentacles earlier today came out in his heart space. And so now we have it as the bottom of the deck for the 3D. So here's another 10. So 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. Where else do we have 10s here? We don't. Okay, so, they still want each other, but I think they're just right now at this time being a little bit more realistic. Here's the 3D message from the masculine, family. He is juggling family issues at this time, and it is blocking the journey. This is the journey card, is the Fool's card. So family for him, his tribe, his family has gotten in the way of this new beginning, and he's trying to juggle family issues, parent matters, whatever it is at this time. And that's why he doesn't have enough to give. That's why he's in this 9 of Wands energy. Like, I want to give to you, but I just can't. I don't have the energy right now. And so this was a clear indicator of why he's in the 10 of Swords. It's kind of like, let me just cut my losses with her. I don't want to damage her anymore. I don't want to hurt her anymore. I do want to end all the secrets. I do want to end all the withholding of information. But right now, I'm just juggling way too much, and it's getting in the way of the journey of the Fools, of this, this new beginning. And this is a duplicate card because this comes out in the future. So hopefully things get resolved because it does come out in the future. But right now, at this time, his message to you is, Divine Feminine, my family is taking up a lot of my attention. I'm trying to juggle my family and this new beginning that I want to have with you. But it's honest. But what he's saying is, honestly, it's just too much for him at this time. So his next card is Free Will, and the Chariot, and the Ace of Thoughts, which is clarity. And so what he's doing is, what I really got from this, because we got the 10 of Swords, because we got juggling, and because of the next 3D message, he's exercising his free will not to join you on this journey at this time until he gains clarity into how he can move things forward. So right now, he's exercising his free will not to engage. And why? Because he's stuck. His last 3D message, he's stuck. So what is he doing? He's moving on. He's moving on to the 9 of Pentacles, which is just like he's going to work on himself. He's stuck at this time. He may have financial issues. He's absolutely has responsibilities to his family. He's not able to give you enough. He knows he's disappointing you. He knows that he has hurt you. And so he's just telling you, I'm stuck at this time. This relationship is over. I'm trying to be this leader, this emperor. I'm trying to get out of this like moon's energy where I don't share with you, because he wants to share. So at this time, he's telling you he's stuck. He's moving on and away from this relationship and into being alone and working on himself, on his pentacles, on his independence, okay? So he's telling you that in the 3D is that he's moving on from this relationship. And that's definitely because he got the 10 of Swords in the 3D, that this emperor is ending the relationship with the 10 of Swords, and he's going to just choose himself so he can get himself together. He's fragmented. He's disjointed. He is trying to give everywhere and serving no one, not himself, not his family, not this relationship, nothing. No one is satisfied, and it is draining. His first card, he's wounded, okay? He's exhausted. Now, the first message for the divine feminine, inner child, and it's comes out with the Hermit card and the Six of Pentacles. And so what I'm really getting from this is inner child and Hermit. They both go within. So what she's doing is she needs to heal some of this new pain that has occurred from this mini reunion, if you want to call it. Okay, and she knows that she deserves more than she's getting, and she's giving a lot more than she's getting, and so now she's retreating. Remember, the Hermit card came up earlier today as her overall energy, and so she is very much going within, healing herself, and she knows, because she's stronger this time, she's wiser this time, she knows she deserves a lot more than this Page of Cups and this Page of Wands. Crumbs are not going to do it for her this time, okay? Crumbs are not going to do it for her this time. So, sorry, just dropped some cards. Excuse me. So, the next message here that we have is mirroring. She's saying, yeah, we're mirroring. And interestingly enough, they're in 2 8s, the clarifier. So what are they mirroring? Well, they both feel a little stuck, and they're both in Eight of Pentacles energy, which is like, you know what? I'm just going to work hard at what is right in front of me at this time. And so 8 of Thoughts is about, I'm trapped in my head. We're not communicating. He's not communicating. She's not communicating. 8 of Pentacles, I'm going to work hard on myself, and he's going to work hard on himself. So remember, he got 9 of Pentacles here. And, you know, she has King of Pentacles, where she's like, I'm going to create something stable and solid in my life. And he's like, I'm just trying to get my independence and my footing straight. So there's a little bit of mirroring, and she's calling that out. And the last thing that she wants to say to the Divine Masculine is winter. So maybe things will get better in the winter. I don't know. But I really feel like, you know, what we're getting here is a couple of messages. Maybe things get better in the winter time, because right now we're in the fall. And that's when he comes forward with his words, this Knight of Swords, okay? So maybe that's where, and that's, remember, she's requiring that in her heart. Come forward, and he wants to be the king, but here she's saying, just come forward. Hopefully in the winter you can come forward with your words, and wishes can be fulfilled, okay? Or it's really about, you've iced me out, and you're not sharing your words, so I have no choice but to fulfill my own wishes. Okay, that's another message, unfortunately. All right, let's go to the current connective energy. All right, so we have Page of Swords, another page card. So right now, I mean, they're observing each other. They're observing actions towards each other, which is, you know, no one's really taking action. So, again, with the mirroring, she's not communicating, he's not communicating. So, wow, that's real, you know, mature. So nobody is communicating at this time. They're not communicating. They're just observing. And so what are they also doing? They're juggling. 2 of Pentacles. This came up as a duplicate card in his clarifier for family. And so this juggling is suspending. Hanged Man came up in the 3D space, is suspending this relationship at this time, which is completely on point, right? They're observing. There's juggling going on as far as, you know, family and responsibilities. It is suspending the relationship. And so I really feel like people's wishes are not being fulfilled. So people have to, at this point, choose themselves. 9 is another card of number of solitude, right? 9, we have 9 of Pentacles. I'm sorry, we have 9 of Pentacles for him. We have 9 of Cups. We have the Hermit, which is a 9, which just came out in her space. You know, there's a lot here around people just figuring it out for themselves at this time. And so, you know, they're observing, they're juggling, this relationship is suspended. So, you know what, maybe I have to fulfill my own wish. And, you know, there is this need, or this desire rather, for structure and stability, but it is not showing itself at this time. Okay, bottom of the deck for this current connective energy and future is the Tower. This relationship Tower came up for her in the 3D spot. So there's very much this energy of, you know, a big shakeup has occurred. It made him revert back to a page status, okay? And it really put her into a hermit mode and, now potentially king status. And so they're observing, they're trying to balance their mental and emotional state. He's trying to balance his responsibilities between his family, maybe parents, other things, and that focus is suspending this relationship. So right now people are alone, trying to fulfill their own wishes, create their own stability with this King of Pentacles. And while the desire still in this current connective energy is to come together, the Four of Wands, right, have structure, have stability, come together, I just don't know. I mean, this Nine of Cups is in her message about winter. Maybe this Four of Wands comes in the winter time. Obviously, they both want this. It's in the current connective energy, but because it's coming out as a dupe with winter, maybe it's something that happens in the future, okay? So now I'm going to say future energy. I'm going to go to ultimately, Drycid universe, please give me 2 cards from this Lenormand and tell me, please, ultimately, what is the drive home message for this masculine? What does he want his feminine to know about what he wants in this relationship? Well, we got 2 cards. We got the dog, we got that earlier, that was loyalty, and now we have the ring. So together, these cards mean he wants loyalty, he wants to be loyal to her. He does, but I do feel like that has been a challenge for him in the past, right? I feel like, remember, he's had third-party situations, there's been other things, but this is a feminine, this is a woman that he actually wants to be loyal to. The ring, it's about marriage, it's about commitment. He really wants this with her, but whether or not he's going to be able to manifest this, I don't know. But this is his drive home desire. These 2 cards flew out. I was really going to stick with the one, just that, oh, okay, he wants to be loyal, but I thought, no, loyal about what? Loyal to what? And these are the 2 cards that I got. And interestingly enough, 18-9, right now, he's working on how to be loyal. 25 is a 7. This is a collective couple that has a life path of 7, okay? Because this is kind of a a couple connective, a collective that I channel that has typically had a life path of 7. So here we have the 7. And remember, the Chariot is a 7. And we have also a lot of 7s in this reading. 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. And so what I'm really getting here is that this is a masculine who wants to be loyal and offer up a real formal commitment to his feminine in the future, okay? Whether or not she's going to be available and ready, I don't know. But this is ultimately the drive home message about what he wants, okay? Now, for her, these are 2 cards that flew out for her. The ship and the heart. And together, this is about moving into a new journey of love. And this, remember, we don't want this cycle to continue. Both of them know this tower occurred. We have to rebuild. And so she wants to ride into something smoother. She wants to get on the journey, like the Chariot card. Okay, she wants to get on the journey and move into a smoother relationship. 24. That's a card of harmony, okay? 3, card of working together. Work together to take this journey forward into a harmonious relationship. That is what she wants, okay? Bottom of the deck for them is the staircase, okay? And so the staircase, if you look at it, this is actually like choices, right? So this is about the staircase. You can take the path to the sun, or you could take the path to the moon. I don't know if you could see that. One door is brighter than the other, but this is about a time comes when one needs to make a choice, okay, of which way to go. There's no right or wrong. If she decides to leave this connection, or if he decides to leave this connection, it's not the wrong decision. It's just right now they're giving each other more pain than they are giving each other happiness, okay? And so these stairs and these steps are ascending to a higher place, okay? This love is going to ascend, and wherever it leads at this time is going to be for their highest good. So the bottom of the deck is the decision, right? What is the choice, rather? that what is the choice, which staircase to take. And so for him, we got, he wants to choose to be loyal, to make a commitment. And her decision around this choice is that she wants a harmonious life. She wants to move forward into some sort of harmonious relationship with or without her masculine, okay? And so what I'm getting from the future energies is we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is people in the future become emotionally mature, okay? Then we have the Magician. We manifest then. We come together and we manifest something, okay? We create something. What are we creating? A transformation. This is the Death card. This came out earlier too. A transformation of this relationship. We're going to transform this relationship into what? Into something that we have become wiser from, right? This Three of Pentacles, remember, Three of Pentacles is in her heart space. And so remember, she's the wiser. He's going to be the wiser. And so they're going to work as a team in the future after this transformation. And then finally, last card is this new beginning, this Fool's energy, the new beginning. So, I mean, ultimately it works out okay, at least in the energies today, but all of you know how energies change very, very quickly. And so, I do feel like, I don't want to say they're in separation. I feel like there is definitely some separation here now. Because people are on a journey of right now, again, continued self-discovery, of continued learning, completing cycles. And I just feel like right now the masculine with this juggling energy has too many balls in the air. Family, work, other things, finances, that is really, but I really think it's family because it came out as a clarifier to the family card with then the Fool's card, which right now, remember the Fool comes up in the future, is that his family, his relationships, his finances are really right now, and I say finances because he wants to be independent, he wants to take care of his pentacles, and that's why he's choosing to move on. Remember with the Ten of Swords too. So I really feel like that they're going into maybe a mini separation here, so that he can get control of his life and himself and his emotions and come back to her with a worthy, elevated, ascended. Remember, this is an ascended type of energy because he does want her. He wants to marry her. He wants to be loyal to her. But at this point in time, it's too much of a struggle. And in the meantime, what the feminine's going to do is she's retreating. She wants to be her own king. She doesn't need him to be a king. She wants to be her own king. She wants to be her own queen. She wants to make her wishes come true. And so she's gone within with this Hermit's card. She's healing herself from this latest reunion and now separation. And she's the wiser. She's the wiser this time. And I don't know, maybe things get better in the winter. We'll see. Have a great day, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the bonus reading and hope you had a great Halloween. Bye.